Alright, g'day, hi, bleh. Take 2. G'day, hi, and welcome. Alright. Turn down my volume a bit here. Roads ain't too bad. See, they salted last week, eh? Because last week the roads were bad because of that freezing rain. But apparently got a big cold snap, and you're gonna hate me. I'm just a messenger here, okay? Remember what I said this summer about what kind of winter we're most likely gonna have? I said when you get a lot of rain, and we did, usually means a lot of snow. What goes up comes down, what comes down goes back up, right? And it comes down again. It's a big cycle, right? And it's looking like there's a weather pattern, cold front coming at us. It's going all across Europe. It's going to be coming all across Canada. And I don't know, like, well, I guess like right now it's like the 30th of November. And then we're supposed to get like a dump of snow, pretty much all the snow we got last year in one shot. That's going to be like 8 feet of snow, man. Still walking? Yeah, so could be in for right now. There's the client I got to go see after. I see that little flower on the top of the car antenna there all the time. It's like, ah, there she is. She went and fed her kitty cats. Anyway, what was I talking about in my last video? I was talking about that little deer. I was so nice to see that video again. You know, like any pet I've ever had, I've always like, except for the exception of one dog that was really, really stupid, Sasha. She was the dumbest dog ever. I still loved her though. She was so dumb. She ate bottle caps. She was dumb. She was really dumb. Eat rocks, eat bottle caps. You know, she was just really, really, really stupid. We ended up giving her away just because she was part German Shepherd, half German Shepherd and half Collie. And she had, you know, like the Collie white collar they typically have around their neck. Like she was almost perfectly divided. Like she had the hair more length of a German Shepherd, but she had the colors of a Collie and a German Shepherd, but they were like right down the middle. So it was like if you looked at her from one side, she looked like a Collie. You looked at her from the other side, she looked like a German Shepherd. It was the weirdest thing. But she was dumb. She was so dumb. I figured, well, a German Shepherd with a Collie, like those are like the two smartest dogs you can get, right? No, not this one. This one was the retard. Oh, she was so stupid. And she'd run in front of your feet and like you were tripping on her all the time. You know, she was such a handful. But like it wasn't her fault. She was just, you know, and then she chewed everything, right? Like she was worse than a lab for chewing. Oh my God, she ripped everything apart. But that's the only dog that like Chev, he was stupid because, well, he was a bit brain dead because we had two Collies, full-size Collie, purebred Collies, and their heads were stuck together, so one had a floppy ear on one side, the other one had a floppy ear on the other side, and we called them Chevy and Chase, like Chevy Chase, which is like Chevy and Chase. And then we gave away Chase, which was the smarter of the two dogs. We kept Chev. Chev was as dumb as a bag of rocks. Like, he was stupid, but he was like Dino. We should have called him Dino. He was just like that, just completely brainless, but he had such character, though. Like, he was such a nice dog, though. Like, he was the biggest Collie I ever seen. He was 85 pounds, which for a Collie, that's huge, right? And he would jump up on you, and we'd try to teach him not to jump on you, but he would just do things like, you know, like, you'd be sitting there, you'd be eating, you'd just come and eat off your plate. Like, he just, no manners, figured he owned the place. you'd get on the couch, you'd sit on the couch, put his butt to you, try to push you off the couch. You know, he was just a character and a half. I loved that dog so much. He was a hard dog to put down. He really was. Yeah, we had to take him to the vet there, and he had there was something wrong with his gut, and well, I don't know if I made it or not. I think I did. But anyway, yeah, he was a good dog though. You like, it's just like you had to like kind of trick him to get him to do something. Like you'd play fetch with him, you'd throw the stick, he'd grab the stick, he'd just keep running, he wouldn't bring it back to you. He did it once where he figured it out, and I was like so proud of him. I was like, oh, you finally figured it out. And then you drink out of the toilet bowl all the time, so you had to leave the toilet bowl lid down all the time. That dog would sleep in minus 40. He'd go outside and sleep in the snowbank for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then he'd get up, move around, go to the front of the house, sleep there 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then he'd be out there for about a half an hour, 45 minutes, just sleeping in the snowbank. He'd get up, all full of snow, come back in the house, shake it off on everybody. He was, yeah, it's like the cold didn't bug this dog at all. I remember the first time I shaved him down, it took me 2 days to shave the hair off of him. He was so matted, it took like 1 day to shave the long hair, the second day to get all the matting to come out, and the second day when I shaved him, he dug a hole in front of the garage, and he just like lay in it with, like that, and he fell asleep for like 2 hours. Like he must have been so hot all the time. Maybe that's why he was kind of, you know, like out of his mind all the time. But he was a good dog though. Yeah, I've had some pretty good pets. I'm not sure which one of my favorite would be, you know, like Duker was a really smart dog. He was the smartest collie we had. Then we had Jay. He was crazy smart. He was such a mild-tempered dog. Like, so affectionate, so, and smart. You know, like you tell him something once, and he just knew. You know what I mean? Oh, he was a smart dog. He was the smartest dog I think we had. Marley, the timeshare dog, she's smart, but she's selective smart. You know what I mean? When it comes to food, she's really smart, you know, and everything else, she's kind of like, yeah, she's on island time. She doesn't care. Yeah, but she's a good little dog too. Lacey was smart, but Lacey was like, oh, she was so like, what do you call it? Like, she'd get insulted if you didn't take her places. But like you know, she had selective hearing, yeah. And then there was Muffin. Muffin was like this little dog, looked just like Eeyore. She looked like she had enough skin for 2 dogs, but she was like some little Heinz 57. She looked just like Eeyore. She was only about that high. Sleep all day. You could draw a chalk line around this dog in the morning, come back, and she'd still be within the chalk line. Maybe her head would move a bit. We'd put the dish really close to her head. She'd just lift her head to eat. She wouldn't actually get up. She was so lazy, but oh yeah. And but she was kind of grumpy though. Yeah, she was like, you know, she was, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Those were my dogs, my lovable dogs. Anyway.